does things so simple. Something so simple, y'all. So I love an early morning walk, y'all. So this morning I got up and I got a chance to get an early morning walk in. Also, early morning walks is such an advantage because you know God tells us to seek Him early. So on yesterday I got a chance to get an early walk in, and I began within that walk I began to really just talk to God and listen to Him, and I began to go into and worship like never before, and I'm just worshiping and crying out and worshiping and crying and walking and worshiping and crying, y'all. People looking at me, wondering is something wrong, looking at me crazy. I didn't care about none of that because I was focused and worshiping God. And so y'all, on this morning I got a chance again to get in that early morning walk. It's just something about the early morning. It's so refreshing. So y'all, the minute that my feet hit the pavement to begin my walk, y'all, I began to feel pain in my knee. First instinct was to go back, and I said, no, I'm gonna keep walking. So I'm walking, y'all, and I decide I'm gonna take a different route today. So I go, instead of going this direction, I went this direction this morning. So I said, okay, it's a school, I'm gonna walk around the school. You know what I'm saying? They got a big parking lot, whatever. So as I'm walking, I gotta walk to the school. So I'm walking, y'all, getting my steps in, walking, you know, meditating, talking, you know, listening to God, talking, meditating, you know, just, you know, releasing. So I get to the school, y'all, and as soon as my feet hit the concrete to go around the curve, the first curve, y'all, it's like immediately my body just was like I was hit with pain. Arms hurting, knees hurting, legs hurting, even my feet, my toes, everything was just hurting all of a sudden, all back here, the back of my head and neck, right? So I immediately, I'm walking. I said, I'm gonna keep walking. I don't know what this is, I'm gonna keep walking. So I'm walking, y'all, and I walk and I notice it's some steps. So I'm like, okay. My flesh says, won't you sit down for a minute, take 2 minutes, see if you calm down, keep walking. So I'm like, okay, you know, I've been stressed about my current situation where I'm in life, all the different stuff, you know, going through just, you know, life just been life, and put it like that. So I'm walking, y'all, and then I said, no, I'm keep walking. So I keep walking, y'all. I'm walking. Go around the corner. They got this big old parking lot. I said, okay, so in my mind, I see it as a track. So, okay, because I'm a visionary. I see things, you know, I'm okay. I'm going to make this my track today. So I walk around the track. I'm walking around. I'm walking, y'all. And I'm walking. So then I see, when I get around to the back, I see that there is a park. So then I look inside the park. It's another little round area. I say, okay, so I'm going to take this little loop right here too. You know, because I'm getting my steps in, whatever. I'm walking, you know, still in pain, but I'm walking. So I go inside the gate. I notice there's a bench. I don't think nothing of it. I just keep walking. So I walk around, and I'm still in pain. I'm walking. I go around to the other side, make it to the other side of the gate. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this side open, I can get out on this side. Of course, it is a school. Duh. Common sense tells me I'm not going to be able to get out of both sides of the gate. But anyway, so I'm thinking I can get outside the gate. I get to the gate. I realize I can't get out that side of the gate. So I walk back around. I walk around to the gate, y'all. And as I'm walking back around to the other side, I look at the bench again. My flesh says, sit down, take a seat. You need to, you know, take a seat. So I say, nah, I'm going to keep walking. I'm trying to walk, you know, I'm timing myself, you know, everything going wrong this morning. Apple Watch wasn't working right, so I couldn't, you know, track my workout time. My earphones went dead. So, you know, so I'm just walking. I'm in pain. Everything just, my body just resisting. So as I walk out and I step on the pavement to continue my walk, I hear push through. So I'm telling myself, push through. I'm steady walking. I'm stuck in walking. And then I hear push through the pain. So I'm like, all right, I'm pushing through, and I hear it again. Now I said, push through the pain. So, and I began to walk and began to think about different things that has happened in my life, and realize how much strength and endurance God has given us to push through the pain, y'all. This is for somebody. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're from Florida and you get this message. I don't know who this is for. It was for me, and I know it's for me to share with you. Push through. It's so simple. I know it's like, oh, it's simple. Yeah, it's easier said than done. But you gotta push through. Not just the aches and pains in our bodies, but our not the physical aches and pains, but our mental, our emotional, our spiritual aches and pains, y'all. We gotta push through the pain. Like, I know, like, oh God, like the grief and all of the disappointments and all of the, disagreements, all of the betrayal, everything that we have gone through, it plays a part in us, and it'll weigh us down if we allow it, if we don't let it go, if we don't push through. And how do we know that we can overcome it if we don't push through it? Like, how do you know if you're gonna overcome the pain if you don't push through it, if you don't push and keep pushing forward? If we stay in it, it weighs us down. We wonder, like, we have certain aches and pains in our body. We thinking quite naturally, medical history tells us something wrong in our body. If we're going through pain, we need to go check it out, because it could be a sign that something is wrong. But then it also could be a sign that we're holding on to disappointments, we're holding on to grief, we're holding on to unforgiveness, we're holding on to stress, we're allowing stress to overtake us, overpower us, depression, oppression, like all of this stuff. We hold on to it, we don't push through, we think we're pushing through, but every time a situation come around and we or a certain person come around, if a certain person come around and your energy is off and they make you feel some type of way, first of all, they're controlling you. Second of all, that means you haven't let it go, you haven't forgiven, and it weighs us down and it causes so much pain and energy. So you gotta push through it, y'all. We gotta push through it. I know we're grieving, I know our hearts are broken, I know we're disappointed, I know we're hurt, but we gotta push through all of that pain in order to get to it, to overcome it, to be able to have a testimony, to be able to be delivered from it. I think about over my life how God has allow me to push through things, even from a little girl being picked on, made fun of. I had to push through that, having a child at a young age, at 13 years old, being talked about, being looked at different, a mother at 13. I had to push through, but God gave me that endurance. Then losing my son at a young age, he was 24 years old when he passed away. I had to bury my son. I still got young children, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but God bless me and allow people to help me, because I didn't know what I was doing. I was confused. I didn't understand. I didn't, and I had to push through. God gave me that endurance, y'all. It's a push through. We don't never get over grief. Grief is hard. Grief is hard. It's so many types of grief, y'all. Grief from broken friendship, broken relationships, but we gotta push through. Again, how we ever gonna know if we can overcome it if we don't push through it? Push through, y'all. Push through, my people of Florida. Push through, my people, my friends, my sisters, my brothers. I love y'all. We got to keep pushing. Look forward, not backwards. Let go. Forgive and forget and move on. Push through, y'all. Again, how are we going to know if we can overcome it if we don't push through it? Happy Saturday, you guys. Love y'all.